Welcome everybody. Today's video finds us over here. We're at the corner of Rama IV Road and Ratcheta Precinct. Anyway, we're going to take a look at something that is really cool to me. We're going to take a look at Khlong Toei Wet Market. This is the largest wet market in Bangkok and maybe the largest wet market in Southeast Asia. It is just massive. So we're going to take a look at it and we'll see what we see today. So this is the area. This is Ratcheta Precinct here, and then this is Rama IV. And this will eventually run over towards Silom and the new Bangkok 1. You can go to Hua Lamphong train station on that. But what we're going to take a look at, and it looks kind of nothing impressive, is all of this back in here. There's little condos and all kinds of little market stuff over there, and it just goes all along the road. And then you can't really see from up here, but underneath all these awnings is just like a chaotic environment. So let's go down, and when you come off the footbridge, they got tuk-tuks, motorcycle taxis. They got the little trucks that you can load up stuff, the little song taos. Let's go in here, and it just has row after row of stuff like this. So we have a little restaurant even right here. And this is the produce section, which there's lots and lots of the fresh fruit and shopping, stuff like that, little snacks. This market will have everything. So we got oranges, do not squeeze. You can see they got the dragon fruit, apples, they got oranges and grapes and everything else, the sam-o, pineapple. Now what I like to do whenever I go somewhere, I like to go and see how people eat. I just absolutely love to go to a grocery store or a fresh market, something like this. You can see how the locals eat. And this is the stuff that you will see in all of the Thai food. So they'll have all the raw ingredients here. So if you love Thai food, this is basically the nuts and bolts of it. You'll see all the herbs, all the ingredients that goes in. Like you see here is garlic and potatoes and onions and tomatoes, some of the ginger root. And what people do is they own a restaurant, they come here and they load up, and they have porters and stuff that walk through here that will carry your stuff for you. And this market is open 24 hours a day. It's got to feed the Bangkok restaurant industry because it is massive. There's a lot of hungry mouths here. All the mangoes. So he's got mangoes here, and then he's got like the mystery stuff in these tubs. Yeah, there'll be a lot of stuff I won't even know what it is here, just things that the locals mix up into their food. And you can just walk through here. This is kind of like a maze, just stuff to see everywhere. And you can see all these guys here, like the porters. And then they have fish oils, cucumbers. And we're not even into the market proper yet. And you can see all the tuk-tuks and buses. Tuk-tuks are lined up here. They're doing some kind of construction on the footbridge, so a little bit extra noise. See all the produce and the fish. So they'll descale them, chop them up. And more back up in there. It's like here they got some of the pork that they butchered, all the innards. You can see this motorcycle taxi driver. What they actually will do is they'll order stuff, and the motorcycle taxi driver will go and buy it at the market for the restaurant, and then haul it to them. They got a whole little cottage industry of that. The motorcycle taxi drivers do a little bit of everything. Drying some fish here. Now when you come in here, be prepared for an assault of smells and just stuff. You always get kind of like a little film of whatever on you. Now I have no idea what this is. We got a bowl of it though. There's like all these fresh vegetables here. Lots of dried chilies. Now, I think the size of this market is something like 15 football fields. If you jammed them all together, that's about the size of this market. And it's kind of, to me, it's kind of a part of Bangkok that's kind of dying. It's being replaced slowly by all the big grocery stores like the Tesco Lotus and everything, the macros, that they will sell all the raw ingredients, and it'll be in just a building with AC. But this is kind of the old way of doing it, where they have the fresh market out here, just out in the sun. I think a little baby over there racked out. But the real estate is so expensive that places like this are kind of vanishing. So here we got the banana leaves, and then you got some of the roots here, parts of the banana, a little bit of everything. Various pots of like the Namprick stuff. I don't know what they put on the fish right here. Like a powder of some kind. And these right here, this is a porter, so she'll buy stuff and then he'll lug it around behind for her. You got some flowers and little pods and chilies. And some fish. She's over here butchering them up. That's what she'll do all day. And then they got a couple little buckets of fish. And then you can even come over here and you can buy you a bag of frogs. Or if you don't want them alive, they will skin them and cut them up for you. And they got the live tank. You got the little catfish in there. Oh, and these are pretty cool. These are the little seed pods from the lotus. First had those years back in Cambodia. One of the little Cambodian boys showed me how to eat those. And she's over here chopping up some of the fruit. And another one of these big mystery tubs of stuff. Looks like they got fish and all that inside of it. Crabs, snails. I'm not sure what this is either. Yeah, this is the stuff they'll buy and then they'll put it into whatever they're going to cook up. Some of the little pastes, a lot more of that. Mushrooms and these big right here, the bananas. So she's taking that harder outer husk off. And then she'll sell just the little bag right there. These are like a little, I think that's like a little eggplant or something. And then we got some of the bugs here. Yeah, and they'll come here and they'll buy stuff for the night markets. So over here you see they got more of the bugs. So you see the little Fanta. That's been left out for the spirits, so they have something to drink. Brings them a little bit of luck. And we got some frog right there in amongst all them little snakes. And we got some live chicken. The guy that sells them, he's hanging out here. And the rooster, he's the cock of the walk. Be careful, pigeon, you'll wind up in the cage. Now, years back, they made a law where you couldn't have any live animals in these wet markets. It was during like the bird flu. But I guess that must have changed since the bird flu isn't an issue anymore. So you got the cages. And we'll go in here. So this is what you see when you come in. I get this old canal here. It's kind of smelly, really polluted. And then you got houses and all of that right here with some of the little restaurants and butcher shops and everything, part of the market. And you will have motorcycles, everything else come buzzing through. So you got the innards, all the intestines, some ducks so you can cook up those duck bills, and chickens. So you got the live chicken and the ones that they've plucked. Got to dodge a motorcycle taxi here. Yeah, and this is pretty much the market proper here. There's just so much to see. So over here he's butchering that fish. So you can buy these here where they've already cut their heads off, and you can even buy just the heads. That's what he's doing there. And when you're here, you'll be standing in all this kind of slimy water. And you'll smell a little bit like the fish. And over here he's butchering the chickens. And the people will just come up and buy the whole thing or whatever they want. And all the innards, everything. See, they got the eggs there. So you can just drive up, load up on eggs and take them home or to your restaurant. And this guy delivering more stuff to sell. So she's selling her fruit, stuff like that, and she's right there making herself some lunch. And it is so hot. I don't envy these laborer guys in here. It's a hot job. Just a little bit of everything. Selling all the oils and little baby shrimp. Over here selling some smokes, probably for the worker guys. And then you'll have these hand carts too. These people push them through. They'll sell the meat on a stick or drinks or ice cream or whatever. It's geared for the workers and the vendors. Not too many tourists come down and walk through here. Yeah, you got a pretty nice display of the shrimp and some of the fish over there. Some of the flowers for the temples. You can come here, buy it by the kilo, or they sell it by the keed also, which is like a hectogram. It's a Thai measurement. We got the squid, the little prawns, and some of the crab, and the shells, and some of the parts of the pig. You got the meat, the innards, you even got its little tail here. And there's the skin off the head. You can see the ears. Sometimes you'll see, like, you'll be walking down the road and they'll be cooking some stuff up on like the sidewalk. And they'll have a pig's head in like a big old pot and they'll be cooking it up. You got some chicken. You got some fish. And they'll butcher them up. I had a guy come over here and tell me these are frogs. And I was like, yeah, right here. Here's all the frogs. He says the Thais will eat pretty much anything that moves. And you'll see them like up in Isan, they'll eat the lizards and stuff like that. We got lots and lots of the squid, got some octopus there. And some pretty nice fish for 160 baht. So that would be like $5 for that whole fish. So I didn't notice it before, but the workers have to move the umbrellas when these trucks come through. Lots and lots of the squid. Oh, those are some nice looking crab. Then you got the tentacles from the octopus. And some more of the squid. Yeah, it doesn't get much fresher than this. They got it iced down. And there will be guys that deliver the ice here. So they just sit here, they set up, and then the guys come around every little bit and sell them ice. More guys over here butchering up some of the chicken. Check this out. There's so much here. And it's underneath, they got all these little umbrellas set up to stay out of the heat. And like I said, this is all the stuff that goes into the Thai cooking. So if you like Thai food, this is what it's all about right here. You walk down through here and get splashed. I have no idea what's splashing me on the legs. So all the innards, everything. They got a whole operation back there. So you got the legs, and then you got the chicken feet. And they do eat the chicken feet. They make them into like a soup, and the Thais love it. You got the whole bags of chicken feet back there. All the minced pork. They got the pork legs over there. All the fish just waiting their turn to get butchered up. And you can see this is the pig's head. Got the little snout and the ears and everything and the hooves. Yeah, you can buy the whole animal here if you would like. Lots and lots of fish. Yep, just buy it and they'll just chop the fins and scales off for you. So what he's selling right here, this is the pork belly, the pig belly. And we chopped it up here, and they got the guts and the blood. And over here's all the guts of the pork also. And he's just butchering it right here. Yeah, they use the whole carcass. It's probably about like what we did in the West, I don't know, 100 years ago. I think if you'd have went to a market, you know, anywhere in the West, they would have been eating the whole animal the same as they still do here in Thailand. And I just got absolutely drenched. I was walking by, the fish kicked around and just splashed me. So this is the stuff, I think they stick this in the curries. You can see there's more of the market back in there. And it's just a flurry of activity. People coming and going. And this is great fun. Another one of the pig heads. So we've seen most of what the fresh meat and stuff is. Let's go back into another section of the market. Yeah, you can spend hours or as long as you want here. Walk through, kind of get an idea. Enjoy some of the smells and get splashed by the water, by the fish and stuff like that. You can wander around here, buy you some of the little fruit and stuff like that. And these are the porters. These guys are waiting. And they're butchering up all the pork here. And there are houses and all that in amongst the market. There's several little rows here. And what's cool is I always come down here right over that away. If you keep going, that's Port Authority Stadium where I go and watch Port FC play. And here goes a guy delivering some ice to these guys. Stuff just hanging up. See, they're selling some of the meat on a stick. And then they have other guys that are selling like these plastic tubs. Here's a little restaurant. Here's like the styrofoam containers for the restaurants. Yeah, pretty much anything you need for a restaurant or like a street food vendor, whatever, you can find it here. We got eggs back in there. These guys are probably some ice here. Yeah, this is a serious operation. So they built a little chute here so they'll pull some ice out. Check out that, they're just delivering them here. This guy's keeping track of how much ice comes over. So one of these big, huge blocks of ice is 140 baht. So like $5 for that. As you can see, there's all the storefronts here on these houses. This is kind of the stuff that supports the overall market. It's kind of funny, they even sell the little hand trucks. So 2,900 baht, so $100, you can buy you a hand truck, get a basket, and then you have to buy the little vests also. Those are licensed. So you can start your own business. You can come here and haul produce for everybody. All the chilies and tomatoes. They're just on the front of their house. And what's kind of funny is right over here, you have like the cell phone accessories and ATMs and stuff like that. And then you can see these are their houses. More of the market here with the fresh vegetables. It's pretty nice when you're underneath the shade. If you're out in the sun, it is scorching hot. So you can see all the eggplant, cucumbers, and bananas. And they set up in the middle of the aisle, on the sides. There's no wasted space here. Some of the corn. I think that's the salah with some mangoes. So the corn is 10 baht each. And then these guys will come here and they'll buy it and then they'll grill it on the side of the road and they'll sell it for 30 baht. You got some of the pumpkins. And then these little leaves. Some pineapple, coconut. Pretty much anything you want. I got some of the long beans and some limes. The limes are 3 baht each. Yeah, years ago there was a drought and the limes went up to like 8 to 10 baht each. So it's nice to see they're back down to 3. Even though they used to be just 1 baht years back. So a little bit of inflation. And some of the turnips. And then you just buy these little bundles of the vegetables here. 80 baht, 45 baht, whichever size and variety you want. Oh, these chilies look really nice. And they got some of the beans and some more chili. And this just goes on 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Always a flurry of activity. These right here, I think are from the lilies. It's like the stem. And I put them in the curries. Garlic and onions, those are in everything. He's over here just eating on a mango. And so you got some of the jackfruit. And some mushrooms. So selling the bell peppers. 60 baht. I'm not sure if that's for a kilo or what. And they got the 2 little fish for 70 baht. Over here is 35. So they're packaging them up right here as fast as you can go. I think he's done that about 100 million times. This guy's got a big operation. So you got some bananas. And these are the banana blooms. They cook those up. So much to see here. She's got her wares down here on the ground. Big old jackfruit, pumpkins. And then over here they're selling some clothes. That's going to finish up a video over here at this Khlong Toei wet market. This is a great thing to do. It's not really a touristy thing, something I like to do. I like to go and see, you know, market stuff like this. You get to see really how, you know, the Thais live, how they prepare their food, what all they put in it. And it is what it is. They cut up all the chickens and duck and everything just right here on site. It doesn't get much fresher than this. So hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, smash the like button. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, stick around, and then you're notified when I post a new video. And if you've been here, if you have any questions, or if there's anything that that caught your eye, let me know in a comment down below. Or if there's something else you want to see, let me know that also. But anyway, from over here in Khlong Toei in Bangkok, remember, life is a journey. So until next time, enjoy.